Hi, Gemini. I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for February 2020. This month I'm using the Hanson Roberts Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings. And to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Gemini Sun, Gemini Ascendant, and Gemini Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, please watch your cusp sign, because some months I'm getting messages from people saying they found their predictions and messages were coming to them from there. So all that being said, Gemini, now on to your February 2020 Psychic Tarot reading. And yes, that is Max snoring very loudly right behind the computer for you all to hear. So your first card you have, Gemini, is the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles is a card that symbolizes gaining an inheritance, receiving money through family channels. This could also be from a gift of cash. You could be working very diligently with your partner to gain financial gain. You could win money even. Now, the other cards that had, the other sign that had 10 of Pentacles was Virgo. I feel like this month you're really starting to see the fruits of your labors through money. So that could mean you got a raise, a bonus, a commissions check, or some kind of financial boon. Maybe you landed a big account, or you have a new client or customer and they're paying big money. And I feel like this is going to ease some burdens for you, and you may take this money and go off and running with it in a direction of investing it in a new property, or investing it in stocks, bonds, or new accounts, or putting it in an IRA or something that will gain interest. But I feel like money you gain in February, you will end up doing something with it. Maybe you're going to start your own business, or if you own your own business, you will put some money into the business, buying new equipment or technology or upgrades in some manner, or you could be doing those things to your house. Some of you do have some kind of family money that's going to start trickling in. This could be coming from if somebody in your family has passed away and you're receiving an inheritance. Maybe they passed away a while ago and now an insurance policy is getting, maybe you were one of the beneficiaries, or you have a family member that's like, you know what, I'm getting older and I want to be generous now while I can still see people enjoy it. So you could have a family member that starts giving away money to different family members, and you may be one of the people that will receive this money. Some of you are going to see your costs amp up, like your taxes could start increasing at your property, or the cost of living where you live, different things. Like I don't like to say negative things when the money cards come up, but I do feel some of you are going to be facing rising costs as well. It does come up here. I do generally feel like somehow you have more money coming to you, and I feel this is going to be helpful to you because you're going to start paying on some credit card bills or debts that you have. So I do see money coming to you. I do stand by rising costs. I feel your taxes are going up for sure, and property taxes, and maybe even the taxes in your state or province are getting raised as well. But I do see money coming in that is going to be really helpful and useful for you. So the next card you have is Four of Cups, and this is ruminating, going within, overanalyzing, pulling at straws, worriment, thinking about the past, pondering, thinking over options, wondering what to do about something, maybe having difficulty in making a decision. But you have a cup coming to you out of the clouds, so that is a blessing or an opportunity coming to you either from the universe, God, the divine source, whatever you want to call it. and also could be just coming to you out of the blue. Some of you are feeling like you've created a muck of something, or you've cast aspersions somewhere where maybe you shouldn't have. Or like, I do see this as somewhat, it's weird. It's not Five of Cups, which is regret, but I do feel that some of this is circling around regret. Like, I feel like you're pondering some actions or words moves you've made or words you've said, and having some regrets about them. This doesn't necessarily mean it happened a long time ago. It could be recent past, but that will be different for all of you because, as I always say, it's a general reading. So where these regrets lie will be different for all of you. I feel some of you do feel that you've said some things that you wish you could take back. I do see you having regrets over some things you've said. But I feel like you get a chance or an opportunity to make good on that. So either you're going to do some good deed to try to make up for it, or you'll have the opportunity to explain yourself and therefore turn the situation around. It's not irreparable. That's what I feel, because I feel like you are getting some kind of opportunity to make good or right on that situation. Some of you are concerned over the fact that you've put too much thought and energy into the wrong things, like maybe the wrong relationships, maybe too much effort and work only about being all work and no play, or too much energy in people that weren't the best or healthiest relationships for you, or friendships. Like, I see you feeling like regretful over putting too much energy on the wrong thing. That is also coming up here. So it's either words that you said or energy that you put somewhere. Is like you're ruminating. It is a card of rumination here for you. Sometimes it doesn't come up that way, but it is coming that way in your reading. You have like guilt here. I feel like you feel bad. You have some guilt. But again, I'm going to repeat myself. I keep getting it like you're going to have the opportunity to wipe that slate clean. I really do feel in many ways, Gemini, that 2019, I know we're in 2020, but 2019 was a difficult year for you. I do. I feel like you had a lot of burdens or things hanging over your head, or that it was stressful or difficult for you. I do feel that 2020 is a better year for you. So, and look, to prove it, here you have the sun. This is joy, exuberance, returning to childhood joys and happiness. You could have love come into your life. This can also mean success in the material world. It could be the spotlight is on you. It could be a new child coming into your life. I do feel like you're going to feel like this revitalization of your energy, and like your path is clear, and almost the feeling of like you're starting a new life. So whatever was troublesome for you in previous years, especially 2019, this year is going to feel like certain things, tables are turning and events are changing, and you're going to feel like you're embarking on a new life, or a new life is breathed into your life, and you're going to feel like you've got more wind in your sails, you've got more vitality and energy than you have in previous years. Some of you are going to be showing off your talents on how you can do something. This could be a skill you have, a sport you're good at, could be psychic ability and mediumship, could be some sports talent you have, could be singing or musical abilities. It could be writing, but somehow I feel that you will be showing off your talents. And I'm saying this for the entire year. It is showing up here in your February reading, but timing is going to be different for all of you. So some of you may not see this occur in the month of February. And I feel like you're going to get a lot of applause, or you're going to have people extremely appreciative of what you are doing. Either that talent or skill, or what you are and what you're projecting out into the world. I feel like people are going to applaud it and be appreciative of you. Maybe you're going to start a YouTube channel, or maybe you already have one and you're going to be doing like really cool things, and you're going to have a lot of appreciative viewers and followers. If you are a religious person, or it doesn't have to be religious, it could be spiritual. I see you wanting to spread the word. So if you're somebody that wants to tour or on the internet, it doesn't have to be you actually get in a bus and you tour around. I get you wanting to spread the word about something. Maybe it's some revelation you had. Maybe you channel angel messages, or you received like precognitive dreams or insights and you want to share them with the world. Maybe you want to talk about things you see coming in the future. For individuals or for the collective, for the planet as a whole. But I also get that energy of wanting to spread the word. Whatever the word is that you have to spread. It could be some new technology you came up with. It could be some new medical cure you found out about. It could be some spiritual revelations. It's going to be different for all of you, but wanting to spread the word comes up here. That's funny because later on you have a card that could really indicate that, but it came up with the Sun. Your next card here is the Two. Oh, and by the way, the Sun, the other signs that had the Sun was Leo. So Leo also had the Sun. You have Two of Rods. Now somebody else had Two of Rods. Aquarius and Gemini both had Two of Rods in their reading for February. So your sister air sign had that. So Two of Rods is partnership in business, partnership in romance. It can also be you creating something and putting it out there into the world, which kind of sounds like what was coming up in the Sun card. I feel like you're going to feverishly start putting something together. It could be a new project, or maybe you have clients or accounts and you have to put together like sales pitches or PowerPoint presentations or proposals to like build a new structure or building, or an architectural plan. But like I get like this feverish energy of like I have to put this together and I got to get it out there. Maybe it's something that you're like, you know what, the world needs to know this, and I'm putting it on my website or out on YouTube or out in the internet world because the world needs to know this. But I get feverishly putting together something. Could be a book, especially if you're Gemini rising. You may be writing a book. Or putting something out there in a written form, a blog or something, but putting it together with like all this like intensity and feverish energy. Could be something you have to do for your job. Maybe you're in journalism, or maybe you're a YouTube journalist, like telling the truth and really spreading what's really going on. That could be something you're a part of. Some of you are going to go into looking into costs of travel. There's some place you want to attend, either an event or just a vacation that you really want to go to. And you could be doing research and planning that trip in February. You could be talking to travel agents or looking through many brochures, or starting to make plans, or maybe you want to rent a house somewhere for a week or two, and you could be delving into like what places could you rent, what are the costs, like that kind of energy comes up here too, to do with like vacation and travel. Some of you are going to start seeing or dating someone new. If you don't date them now, I feel it could happen in March. You could meet and start dating in March if it doesn't happen for you in February. I feel like you got a busy month. I feel like February for you is like one thing happening after another and a lot of things falling into place. But your mind is definitely overworked and you are looking back with regrets about stuff. That still stands, but you've got like a lot of these other things happening one right after the other. You could team up with somebody and partner up with somebody to do something. It could be on your YouTube channel, could be on their YouTube channel, could be on a project you want to work together with someone on at your job or in a business endeavor or venture. So some of you do have some partnering up and teaming up with somebody coming up here. You may not be doing it yet in February. You may be laying the groundwork and plans for it in February if you don't initiate it then. You've got Judgment last. And let me see, did anybody else have Judgment? I think somebody else did. Yes. Taurus also had the Judgment card. So you and Taurus had Judgment. And this is, what do we think about a situation? What's the word? What's the proclamation? How are things going to go down and how does it affect everybody involved? You could be the one making a proclamation, which did actually come up in your Sun card as spreading the word. Some of you are going to have some things that are really going to fall in your lap and you're going to have to tell people how it's done. You're going to have to instruct people or show people or give them a presentation on it. But it's like something falls in your lap and it feels heavy. Like this is heavy. This is like not heavy in a negative sense. Like it's big. This is like a lot of responsibility, holds a lot of power, valuable information, all of the above, or pick and choose what applies to you in this situation. And you're going to be the one that's going to be saying, this is how it goes. This is what's happening. This is what you need to know. That energy is coming out. You're also going to be a little bit like, yeah, I'm going to show people who are wrong about me. I'm going to prove them wrong. So if you had critics, Gemini, critics, whether you have your own YouTube channel or whether you have some, or people are critical of you at your job or in your family, it doesn't really matter where these critics are coming from, you're going to be showing them like, yep, you were wrong about me, or you had me pegged this way and that way and you were wrong, because I'm going to show you now not only how it's done, but look at me now kind of energy comes up here for some of you Geminis. You are going to have people that are going to be supporting you. You are going to have people that are going to be applauding your work and efforts and cheering you on. Some of you may actually get a promotion or a raise this year because of all your taking on heavy duty responsibilities and work and efforts. So either a big raise comes in, a big bonus comes in, a big promotion comes in, but something big comes to you from taking on all this heavy work and heavy responsibility. And facts are facts, and facts will speak for themselves, as will the numbers. So if you're dealing with finances or numbers or anything has to be, proof is in the pudding of what, like when you're coming down to boiling down to facts of achievements of like gain for a company or for a family or for whatever, nobody can dispute the facts. And that's what you're going to have on your side. So now I'm going to pull a gemstone crystal for you, Gemini. I'm sorry I did not have them with me in January. I was not at my usual location and I did not remember to bring my gemstone crystals. But I am going to pull one for you now for the month of February 2020. What's the best gemstone spirit guides for Gemini? What's the best gemstone crystal for Gemini for the month of February 2020? For Gemini, you have amethyst. And amethyst is the same gemstone that Aquarius got. So interesting, you had this card was the same for you as Aquarius, and now you have the same gemstone Aquarius got. So let's see why it's the best stone for you for February, which it is the February gemstone too, by the way. It's going to loosen you up. Maybe sometimes, Gemini, I'm not saying you don't know how to let loose and have fun. I know you do. But maybe you keep yourself too rigid and too tight, and this is going to loosen you up. It could even be loosening up your muscles if you have to do exercise, sporting events, or strenuous activity. It's going to loosen you up somehow, or loosen up what you need to say, or emotionally loosen you up. It's going to help you see the big picture. It's going to help you see the future. So I highly recommend you meditate with this stone on your third eye. You could lie down in your bed and just put it on your third eye. Even if you fall asleep, it doesn't matter. You could meditate. You will have visions. You will see the future. Or sleep with it under your pillow and you'll have precognitive dreams. You know, it's an interesting message here. It's also going to help you, how can I phrase this? Keep things under wraps that you don't want the public or people to know until you're ready for the public and the people to see it, realize it, and know it. So it's kind of like, I don't know if I want to say it keeps your secrets, but you're going to reveal things in their own time and in their own way. And this, if you wear this gemstone, it will help keep things at bay until the right time is for the things to come out, whether it's you're speaking it, you're projecting it, you're showing it, you're whatever, you're teaching, whatever. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching my videos, Gemini. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you would like to get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube when you do subscribe. Also, I want to put a word out that YouTube did give me a notification in December that they will be deleting inactive and dormant accounts that are subscribers. So if you are not getting notified of my videos, you maybe got unsubscribed. Could be that way for other people. There's a guy I watch on YouTube. He is not a tarot reader or a psychic or an astrologer. And he has talked about that he got that notification. So there might be other YouTubers out there as well that got this notification. I'm going to let you know. If you're not getting notified about my videos or theirs, you might want to resubscribe or check and see if you are still subscribed. And as I always say, I have many videos that I record with psychic predictions using many different divination tools, focusing on very specific topics that I record for my Vimeo on-demand channel. If you are interested in getting any of those extra videos I record, those links are always posted below this video in the description box in the Show More section. Those links are also available on my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Go to the videos tab on my menu. There you will see all the video series I have listed, what cards I used, if I used the crystal, did I use oracle cards, how long the predictions are for, what's the topic. You pick out the ones you're interested in, click on the zodiac sign you want, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. I have recent video series links I post below the videos to kind of make it easier for you so you don't have to go to my website. You can just click below. And the first video series I have listed below is for the psychic crystal readings for February 2020 for each sign of the zodiac. I stop the recordings and then I expand your reading and all the signs readings by looking into the crystal and getting additional messages and predictions from my spirit guides for the month we're in. And this month is February. So if you're interested in getting that, that link is below and also available on my website. The other most recent video series I recorded for Vimeo is Jupiter in Capricorn, Psychic Tarot, Oracle card, and crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac starting in December 2019 and going through December 2020. So it's a full year of predictions in those videos where I use 3 divination tools, tarot, oracle cards, and crystal readings. Yes, we have moved from Jupiter in Sagittarius has now moved into, Jupiter is now in Capricorn as of December 2019. So if you want to see how that's going to affect you, and I thought those videos were really interesting. You might get a lot of information out of them because I used 3 different forms of divination to get the predictions and messages. The other 2 video links that are below this video are sister videos to each other about the eclipses. We had 2 recent eclipses. The first one was in December and the second one was in January. The first video series is for the solar eclipse in Capricorn, December 26, 2019, Psychic Tarot and Crystal readings. The sister video to that is the full moon lunar eclipse in Cancer, January 10th, 2020, Psychic Tarot and Crystal reading. In those videos, I'm using 4 tarot cards from 2 different types of tarot decks and looking into the crystal. And these predictions last for 6 months from the date of the eclipses. Now, eclipses bring beginnings, endings, and change. So if you want to see what beginnings, endings, and changes I got for your sun sign or your rising sign or moon sign, you can get any signs you want, or to people that you're curious about in your life. You can get those videos by clicking on the links below this video or on my website. If you would like to donate to my channel, I've created a donation link based on request from people who wrote me in December asking me if there was a way to donate to and support my channel. And I want to thank those who have donated. I truly appreciate it. That link is below, all the video links below, and is linked to PayPal. I do appreciate your donations. Thank you so much for that. And if you would like to get more predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here on YouTube, you can follow me on my social media pages at The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, The Psychic Pastry Chef LLC also on Facebook, The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram, and at The Lucky Mermaid on Twitter. I pull tarot cards, oracle cards, sacred geometry cards, messages from your animal spirit guides cards, keepers of the light oracle cards, angels, gods, and goddesses cards, angels and ancestors cards, and many others. So if you're interested to hear the predictions and messages that are in writing, or sometimes I do a little brief video on Instagram, and on Facebook, you can follow me on my social media pages. And those predictions are not just for the day I write them and post them. They are for sometimes a couple months out, or the next month, or a few months, or a couple of weeks. It's never just for one day. So many people find they resonate with them. Maybe you will also. So please follow me on my social media pages. I hope you have an absolutely fabulous month of February, Gemini. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.